Hi again. So last week I made a video about spirituality, and I wrote a few things where I spoke about how people are not true to themselves, how people are hiding what they are doing at home. Not that you have to go around showing people what is it that you do. However, people are living a lie when it comes to going out there to the public. They portraying things that are not even them, while behind the closed doors they become different people. And on things that I wrote, I had people confessing that it's true. We are still afraid to talk about it. It's it's not normal for us to open up and say, yes, kinalimpepo, and I gefisa mpepo, or yes, I do consult to a sangoma, or whatever the case. However, the question is, who exactly are you lying to? Are you lying to the people out there, or are you also lying to yourself? Whereas it would be easier and better if you live your life in a true form of how it is. If you live your life knowing that you have nothing to hide, you have to become who you have to become. Some of you, your things are delayed, your success is delayed, your prosperity is delayed because you are still in denial of who you are. And I get this a lot with a lot of people, that they know they have an ancestral gift, but they don't want to, or rather they want to, but they are more afraid of what will people say. I remember one thing that I said was that the very same people that you are afraid of, that what is it that they're gonna say when you have a snuff, when you feed some pepper in your house, or when you do whatever you do for yourself, the very same people, they actually do it. They do it at their houses and they prosper because they are in alignment with their ancestors. And by saying in alignment, or rather in alignment with their spirituality, being in alignment with your spirituality doesn't mean hore you have to become a sangoma, you have to, go dance malopo or whatever the case, but knowing who you are. And that may not even come in a form of you have to do anything kobadimo, but just knowing your root, knowing hore even when you have kids, who are you gonna say hore umang, letswa kae, your originality, your roots. What are you gonna explain to your children? Do you even know le hore wena sefane sa gago umang ko heno deeper, boragolo le bomang, how did they do things? The problem is that we have gone so far as to taking other people's cultures and how they do things, their religion and all, that we have forgotten our own. And then you become surprised when things in your life are not adding up, when things in your life are not coming all right. You become surprised and you think you have this black cloud that is on top of your head, which is not the case. For some of you, it's a very simple thing for you to just give in and understand you have a gift, or rather for you to find out who you really are and your originality, where you come from, who birthed you, whose blood is in you. Because some of you letshwere bogoshi, not bongaka, letshwere bogoshi, but because you are so much into bozalwane, if I have to say that, you are so much into white people's religion and all of those things, you don't even want to know. Kanting okra le hore you don't even have to perform anything tabadimu, but rather take over the kingship that you come with. You find that you are a queen, you just don't know that you are a queen, and you don't want to find out. That's where badimo ba geno, or your angels, if it makes you feel better for me to say that, that's why they corner you. They corner you in a way that you will have to find out what is wrong in my life. What is it that is not adding up? Why is it that I do this and how tlhakane ke nyaka boyfriend ha ke kry, yet I'm so beautiful, ke nyaka mosadi and I ke tshwenye but I can't even keep a girl? or kinyaka mereko, or whatever that I touch, it just doesn't work out. Sometimes it's because they hold those gifts from you so that you can go and seek help until someone tells you, Habewena, you are a queen, or you are a queen, I mean a king, a queen, yes, and you have to go back home and do this so that they can acknowledge that you are there, and Luena, you acknowledge that they are there, and just be in the spirit with them, be in alignment with them, and they will show you. They will bring the right people into your life. They will make you walk mo tseleng e leng hore it will get you to the things that you think you want, or even better than the things that you think you want. They can give you more, and I'm sure there are people who can actually attest that is true. The moment you allow yourself, you allow the inner you to lead you. You allow yourself to have a spiritual ear. Some of you, you dream. You get shown things, but because you're so ignorant or you don't believe in such things, that is why things don't add up the way they're supposed to add up. You're always crying, thinking that Kanting, you don't have body. You do have this gift, maybe just the gift of dreaming. And when you dream things, they actually come into reality. All your ancestors want is for you to acknowledge that you are a dreamer. And when you dream, what is it that you're supposed to do? Maybe you need to pray for your family. If you dream about your family being in accidents or whatever, all you have to do is to kneel down and pray and say, God, you have shown me this kind of dream. Please make it a point that it doesn't happen. And when they show you beautiful things, again, you kneel down and say, God, I have seen these beautiful gifts. I pray that they come in existence. So that's the only thing that you have to do. So people are still in those thoughts of thinking, if you tell people you're a dreamer, they will think you're a sangoma, and when you're a sangoma, probably you are a witch. You get what I mean? Things are no longer like that. The days now are not the same as those of the past. We are now where people are trying by all means to speak out and educate people that but rather you don't have to be a sangoma to be a witch. It's you when you leave your home and you go see someone who will agree to your things to destroy someone else. That is witchcraft. The moment you are sitting at home and you have this heart that you wish for someone to get into trouble or bad things for someone else, that is witchcraft. Now, the moment you go to a sangoma and that sangoma agrees, then do not associate that specific sangoma with the rest of them. There are those who will say no. There are those who will say we don't do this here. There are those who will say we pray to God, we heal, we help people get jobs, we help people get children, we help families come together, we do what is right and only being led by God. So I'm saying to you, people, for you to fix some of the things that are going wrong into your life, you probably don't need to go around paying so many money in from pastors to one sangoma, from another sangoma to another pastor, because you are in denial of your gift. If you know you have your gift, forget about what will people say. Because the very same people, whether you have a gift or you don't have a gift, they don't do anything for you. The very same people that you think they're going to dismiss you, they will dismiss you while behind the doors. They themselves, they go seek help from the very same sangomas. Or the very same people are sangomas, you just don't know, because some people are still hiding it. So many beautiful girls that I know at their homes, they have masela abadimo, because they know it's part of the things they need to have so that their things can be okay. So many girls are hiding behind makeup and all, and you think, no, that one, she's just too hot to have such. And you find that at home, wherever they sleep, they actually have masela. So maybe, number one, get off the fear of what will people say. They don't do anything. You are the one without a husband. You are the one without a wife. You are the one without a job. You are the one without a child. You are the one with a messy life. You are the one without true friends. You are the one with a life that you know that you only pretend when you go to the people. But when you get home, you know, when you get off the mask, when you get off your beautiful makeup, you are crying inside. So get up, prioritize yourself, put yourself first, choose yourself. And if this is who you are, this is what you have to do, then do what you have to do so that you can enjoy life. If there's one thing that I know that God has given us is the gift of life. He has given us this gift not to suffer. He cannot give you a life to suffer. He's our God, and everything that is in this world is His. So He wants you to just to hear Him. We all have gifts. We came here with gifts. He wants you to use your gift so that you can see how beautiful life is, how much He wants to give you. But you only have to be true to yourself. You just have to be true to yourself. You are not doing anyone a favor. When you hide yourself, when you hide who you are, when you hide what you are more killing yourself than the public. So have that attitude of, I don't care what people say. They're not going to bring you anything. They're not going to buy you a house. They're not going to give you money. Do they even give you money end of the month? They don't. So get to that attitude of forget about what will people say. Those who stay with you, those who stick with you, those who love you no matter what, they will be there. And those that leave you, let them go. Maybe they were supposed to go anyway. They just didn't love you anyway. If they say they loved you with conditions. And if I have to tell you something, is that the people that we are afraid of because of our gifts, are actually the ones that come back to us and say, help me. So I would say go ahead, whatever that you're supposed to be. If you're supposed to be Moruti, I'm not only talking about Bongaka. If you're supposed to be Moruti, if you're supposed to go around and pray for people, if you're supposed to go to hospitals and pray for people, because you have a gift, the moment you touch a person and you start calling on God, they get healed. When you are sitting at home depriving people from being healed because we're not you need to allow yourself to do that. You are going to find peace in your spirit. So this is what I believe when it comes to spirituality. So I'm not only focusing moving again, but I'm also focusing on whatever gift God has given you. Maybe your gift is to give. Continue to give so that you can receive. Pray for people so that God can it's in the Bible. Let God bless you for hearing and listening to what He says you should do. God is our parent, and every parent becomes happy when they give you a job as a child and you do it. The same thing with God. When He says to you, go to a hospital, get into a ward of people with cancer or of people who are suffering from this and start praying, He's not stupid. He's God. He knows what He has put on top of your head. So go there, go pray for people so that people can get life, so that people can be healed. Do what you have to do, but first understand yourself. Understand what your gift is. We cannot all become sangomas. We cannot all become priests. We cannot all become, prayers and all of those things, but there is a gift that God has put on top of your head. Forget about the people. The very same people, they actually need you to come and help. So this is what I know about spirituality. Find out who you are, understand who you are, find out your roots, and start helping yourself, start helping your spirit. Because again, as you guys know that I'm also a counselor, it goes along with with your emotions. The depression, anxieties, and all of those things are things that are associated with a spirit that is not happy. So now the people around you, you feel like they don't understand you. That is why most of the time, even when you talk to them, you try to explain what you're feeling. Sometimes they would even think you starting with your tantrums, or you just starting with your problems or your attitude. That is why most people who have spiritual gifts, they have symptoms of suicide and all of those things, depression and so on, because they are not understood. But why would you want to be understood by a person in this world, whereas you can actually be understood by your God? The moment you give in and start praying, start meditating, start finding out who you are, that's when your spirit will start finding peace, because that's when you are now getting into where your spirit wants you to go. The moment you find out what your gift is, go and do what you have to do for that gift. You will see how much peace you're going to get. So I'm saying to you, forget about the people and prioritize yourself. This is just me with what I think. Thank you.